What is going on, folks? I am AJ's Live with the Respective Angle Mobile Show, one half of the Respective Angle Mobile Show, of course, one of the co-hosts here. Um, but of course, I did have a pre-recorded live that was played just a while ago, and I don't know what happened with that. But at the end of the day, things happen. I don't know why the background music was playing while I was actually doing that commentary, but we're going to do this again, and we're going to actually do it live. So now I want to see you guys' comments. I want to see what you guys have to say about this situation. And yeah, I'm new to this whole entire being on my phone type situation. So if I can, oh, there we go. All right, so I'll be able to see your comments from right here. So let's get back into this situation now. So of course, it's been reported about, let's say, an hour or two ago. Tasha K is in some serious problems, y'all. And this is just what it is. Although she, of course, reported on the whole Alex Jones situation, which is another YouTuber who's actually sued. Let me look up that information right now. Sorry, I didn't have it like ready and readily available. But based on seeing how the prior stream was, I just decided let me just hop on and let's just do this live. So might as well. So of course, Cardi B, the judge for Cardi B's case, says that YouTuber Tasha K must pay the $4 million or secure funding during the defamation appeal. Right, guys? So she got to pay that $4 million. She got to pay the $4 million or secure the funding, which is the $3.4 million bond during the defamation deal. This order came in not too long ago, as I said, about 2 hours ago. It has been reported. And all of this is attributed to the fact that Tasha K just went to certain levels that she didn't need to. Hi, Betty. How you doing? Everyone is good. We're good. I just decided to come on live tonight and have a little commentary about this whole Tasha K situation because I was waiting to see how long this one was going to play out. To be 100% honest and to be quite fair, now we've all seen Tasha K with her antics. You know what I'm saying? She done went to Africa while the case was like she done lost the case at that point, but of course she filed her appeal, and you know the law has to just take its time to do what it has to do. And of course, in my from my perspective, I really saw this going left. I saw this like as a cry for help. I saw it to be like a smokescreen from Tasha K's side of things, from all what she was doing, even down to the latest when she gave the $1,080 to one of the winners. But come to find out, shout outs to the lead attorney, he already had done cracked the code already. He already done came up with receipts that $1,083 was already paid to Tasha K. So she was already capping 100% about that $1,083 that she gave off to whoever she gave it to from her show. So at the end of the day, let's get into the story now. So of course in September, I think it was around the 21st of September, Cardi B posted BBHMM. As I said, I ain't gonna really do too much of the cussing because I ain't a cusser like that too much. God ain't doing me yet still, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like I try to keep it respectful because this is the respective angle. So, of course, she tweeted, she was on her Twitter, and she said, yo, y'all better have my money. So Judge William Ray ruled today that Tasha K, the one who actually made the salacious claims about Cardi B, must immediately must either immediately pay her an almost $4 million defamation verdict, which she lost a couple months ago, or secure the bond covering the entire amount. Now, let's get into that $3.4 million bond if we aren't too clear about this, right? That $3.4 million bond is from when Tasha K, the verdict came in, that Tasha K lost that case. Had she not filed the appeal, she would have had to pay the $4 million, right? But because she actually filed the appeal, it's kind of like a loophole-ish way to now practically hold the money, right? So so practically to hold the money, right? That's what that $3.4 million bond is about. That $3.4 million bond is for Tasha K to actually give over to the courts, right? And for the courts to hold on to it for when the appeal now, if Tasha K loses the appeal, now the money now automatically goes to Cardi B, right? So that's understood. That's what that $3.4 million bond was about, because of course Tasha K was refusing to pay the $4 million, and we have to give the courts due process. You have a right to an appeal if you feel that there were findings in the case that wasn't consistent, or there were findings in the case that didn't meet your standards of the law. So at the end of the day, now it says that the federal judge didn't phrase it quite the same, but Cardi B said straight up she want her money, right? So Judge William Ray, he ruled that Thursday that the $4 million, she got to pay it or cover that bond. Now, with the blogger now, who is Tasha K, seeking to pause the huge judgment while she appeals it, Judge Ray said that he would only do so if she can only post a so-called supersedeas bond covering the entire amount. Now, if Tasha loses her appeal, as I said, that money will automatically be handed to Cardi B, sometimes issued by like private lenders, or such bond allows a losing litigant to delay paying a full judgment while they appeal. So it's like a loophole, as I said, right? But sometimes they require large upfront deposits and property collateral to cover an eventual payment in the event that the appeal is unsuccessful, right? So what happened was Cardi's legal team was actually getting kind of nervous based on what Tasha K was saying about Tasha B. But based on what Tasha K was saying and her behaviors and her actions, you know what I'm saying? It's like a criminal being found guilty, or a criminal being arraigned in court, and you're like a flight risk. So the judge actually holds you because you're a flight risk. Now, if the judge orders that now, yeah, you got to take your passport, all that stuff. It's like one and the same, but it doesn't actually goes toward the civil side of things. The civil side of things is 100% totally different than criminal, right? So now, with that being said, with what she was saying and all the things that she was saying online and stuff like that, she ain't got it, and she's going to Africa. Now, Tasha K, let's be 100% clear. Tasha K went to Africa. That's enough to scare anybody, because now it looks, first of all, she moved from Georgia after the case, right? How ironic it is. She moves from Georgia after the case and moves to Florida, right? Then upon moving to Florida, she just up and goes to Africa, right? And everyone was speculating that she went to Africa to evade the judgment at the end of the day. All in all, things happened how it happened, but that's what the speculations was. I mean, hell, even I thought the same thing too. I was like, damn, is she really going to Africa? Like, is she really staying in Africa? And the speculations at the time was that Tasha K is going to Africa, she's moving to Africa, and the daughter is going to be still in Florida, finishing schooling for the rest of the year until the end of the year. Then she's gonna go up to Africa with Tasha K and the rest of her family. That's what the speculations was, right? Tasha K now returns, I believe, last week, and she was in J.P. Morgan Chase, and she allegedly, because that wasn't true, because the lead attorney, he actually kind of blew that one out the mud. You know, she goes to J.P. Morgan Chase now. She comes out, pop out with the antics, of course, normal Tasha K. Yo, y'all, I just came out with my withdrawal slip. $1,083 that's left in the bank account. Of course, capping at its greatest, at its best. Because from what I see with the lead attorney now, he pulled up his documents and pulled up his receipts and proves that at the end of the day, shout out to the lead attorney, that Tasha K had already received that money already. Is she gonna? That's a good question, Betty. Is she always gonna keep moving? That's a good question. I mean, it's not even a possibility at this point, Betty, because let's be real here. I can't really. Matter of fact, let's think about that. Is she? If she decides to move for the rest of her life, that's on her. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, like, you know, let's really analyze that question right there. Can she really keep on running for the rest of her life? I mean, practically, when you think about it, she getting ready to be Cardi B's employee, like it or not, and that's just what it is. I Am Human First says, I don't get it, but she gets an A+ for keeping us confused. She's excellent at trolling. Yeah, she is. Because she got me I Am Human First. She really caught me. She got me hook, line, and sinker. She caught me and she got me. She could have got my money for real. Because at the end of the day, you know, we all saw it with our own eyes. We all saw it with our own eyes. If you subscribe to her, you saw it for your own eyes. She went over to Africa, and everybody was speculating. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought that she really went to Africa, and she moved to Africa. And I myself was really thinking, like, yo, did she really? This is kind of strange, because this is right after this whole entire verdict. It really seems as though that's what's going on, because she moved from Georgia to Florida. So what was that move all about? What was that move all about? Right? I mean, it was said that she moved from Georgia to Florida after the case because of the whole tax law situation. I'm not 100% clear, but that's what the speculations were at the end of the day. But Betty, I understand it is too much. It's too much for me. It's a lot to intake in this situation right here. And shout outs to I Am Human First. I'm glad to have you on the platform. You can come up if you want to. I could drop the link. Just let me know if you want me to drop the link. I'll drop the link for you, so that way we can have a conversation on this, man. Let's have a conversation tonight, because I really was really looking at this case from the very beginning, right? In all actuality, let's be real here. Let's be 100% pragmatic. Like let's be realistic with each other, right? All it took was for Tasha K was to just take down the video. And what's worse is, when she was on the stand, she actually said it herself. She knowingly made those salacious statements and know that they weren't true. So if you knew that they weren't true from the beginning, at the very beginning of the situation, why even put those statements out there? Or why not say it is alleged? And then go 10 toes down, as certain people will say it. I don't have my sound effects tonight, but I could have dropped the bomb tonight. But we mobile today, so it's okay. It's all right. But yet still she stands 10 toes down until the court date, until she's on the stand. So I really don't get it. It was a whole spin cycle for me for this whole entire case, really and truly. Like it was a lot. You guys let me know what you guys think. It really was. This case is a lot for me, to be honest with you. It really is a lot. And to be honest with you, as a YouTuber, as a content creator, now you really have to have all of your facts and information. If you're reporting on somebody, that's the key takeaway from this whole entire situation right now. If you're reporting on somebody, you have to have all your receipts, all your facts, because now, if you don't, you can and will get Tasha Cade. That's just what it is. Hashtag don't get Tasha Cade. Point blank, period. If you do not have the proper information and it's a rumor, at least say it's rumored to be such and such, or this is alleged. You get what I'm saying? That's what we have to do now as content creators. It's very imperative, very vital, very important that you got to watch your tongue now. Betty Yellick, it surpasses even trying to impress people. Like, to call it a clout chase, this was a clout chase times a million. Because at the end of the day, of course, she did gain 1 million+ subscribers and she has 1 million+. So who knows how this is going to go? I mean, to be honest with you, this could have been paid off a long time ago. Like, this shouldn't even been stretched. If you have 1 million subscribers and these are 1 million, 1 million organic subscribers, and these are your core diehard fans that really support you, all it took was to just, what, take 3 days and ask for $1 each person. I'm just saying, you know, I'm being real. This was cloud chase past 1 million. But at the end of the day, the results didn't really spawn good fruit, though. That's just what it is. Now she got to be moving from Georgia to Florida, from Florida to Africa, then coming back to America to face the same thing that you left. So I don't know what vacation that was, but at the end of the day, if I know that I'm in a lawsuit of that magnitude, like that kind of money, that kind of breach, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even think I would be comfortable even going on a vacation, to be honest with you. That's not even logical. That doesn't even make any sense. But nevertheless, that's what she chose to do. That I can't come at her for what she chose to do. But what I can say is, though, is that wasn't a very wise move, given the fact that you just lost the case and everybody's looking at you as, yo, you might have a hot foot. We got to look at you. We have to really watch you, really and truly, because we don't know how you gonna take this, what you gonna do, and now you talking about you ain't got it after the case. You're 10 toes down, calling them a machine, all this extra rhetoric, all this extra stuff, and you come up on your live in all white the next day. Oh yeah, we seen. Oh yeah, she's running. But guess what? The thing I said on my Instagram the other day, because sometimes I do give, advice, especially on finances. You don't take a vacation knowing that you have financial burdens or financial responsibilities when you come back. If you don't make sure your financial responsibilities are taken care of before you go on a vacation, and when you come back, you're going to be just staring at the same stress that you. Listen, people go on vacation to relieve stress at the end of the day, to let loose and to get away. That's why it's called a getaway, right? I know it's kind of off the topic, but it's really to bring in a point, right? But then certain people don't really have the mindset or don't have the proper thinking to say, well, I'll have to pay my bills 2 months in advance if I want to take a vacation on this month. They just pay for their stuff. Some people, I can't say everyone, but certain people, that's what they do. But the thing is, the end result is when you come back from your vacation, the people that didn't take care or didn't have their ducks in a row or didn't take care of their bills before they went on vacation, they are met with the same burdens or even 10 times more of the burden that you left in the first place before you even left on your vacation. Same thing goes for Tasha K. She went to go have her nice, gorgeous wedding or whatever it was, a spiritual wedding, and blog and vlog and do all the niceties and be all extra and stuff like that. But not really thinking about the fact that you have a $3.4 million verdict on your hands. That's what you got to pay, right? Oh, I wasn't aware that I Am Human First says that I wasn't aware that she was ordered to pay a $3.4 million bond. But to my understanding, that is normal for the defendant to pay the bond while they appeal the case. Well, of course, I am human first, but the thing was, the delay was from my understanding is that there was so much different laws and codes that Olga and I guess Tasha K's legal team was just throwing in front of the judge's face that the judge didn't even know where they even came from. So I guess they had to take time out to review and go over the law codes and stuff like that. And then that's where that came. But otherwise, from the time that they filed for the bond, which was last month, they'd have got it about, let's say, a week later or a couple of days later. But it was so much of a fight because Tasha K done said that she wasn't paying for it. And she left the country. You know what I'm saying? Although that her lawyers are capable of, representing her while she's away. Um, yeah. It was a major, like, it was a back and forth that I'm not really too clear on. I can't really give the clarity to that, but that's what it was. But now today, the judge actually put that order down. Listen, you got to pay that $3.4 million bond because they requested that last month, and now they have to listen to the arguments of the plaintiff. Now, if the law team, if the legal team for the plaintiff is actually citing different things that is being said and being done by Tasha K, now the judge has to take that into consideration. The judge has to look at that and say, well, all right, well, maybe you do have some kind of standpoint, some type of grounds to say that she may or may not pay this money. So now we're gonna have to just lock this money in the middle. The middle is the court, of course. There's the plaintiff, the courts, and the defendant, right? So now the courts have to hold on to that money until there's a decision made in the appeals process, right? And that's just what it is. But the thing is that Tasha K said that she wasn't paying the $3.4 million bond. And that's what they were requesting. That's what Cardi B and her legal team was requesting, based upon simply the actions and the words of Tasha K. You know, had she came out and be humble about it and not be, so so telling, I guess. Because she told her herself. She talks, in my opinion, she talks too much. And yes, Betty Yellick, this is so messy. It is messy. And now we're at a detriment as YouTubers, as content creators, because before this, it's never even happened. This wasn't a thing. This was not a thing. YouTubers being sued for what they say about someone was never a thing until Tasha K came out with this mega million lie. That's what I call it. The mega million lie, because she was on a mega million clout chase. Although she got her million, she got the million subscribers. I'm telling you, Betty, she's been antagonizing this situation from off the rip. From day one, she's been antagonizing Cardi B. She continues to antagonize Cardi B. She lost the case. She antagonizes Cardi B. And so with that, now Cardi B has to make an example out of Tasha K. This cannot continue to happen. You're not going to make a mockery out of me. It's not going to continue to take place. You're not going to continue to come up on your platform after you lost the case against me to make a mockery of my name or my brand or who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just what it is. This is how this goes. She thinks that this is a joke. You're 100% right. She thinks that it's funny. She thinks it's fun and games. And now, I guess the judge sees that that's what she thinks. So now the courts is taking it serious. The courts are taking Cardi B and her lawyers, her legal team, very serious now. So now this is the end result. This is what we got to deal with. I am human first. If, as I said, if you want me to drop the link so we can have a conversation about this, I can definitely do that. If not, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I'm not. I wasn't intending to stay on here that long. It was just the fact that the previous broadcast, I find it didn't come out to the best quality, so I decided to come on live, not pre-recorded live, but actually live. to, have a little conversation with you, Betty, and I Am Human First, and all you guys that's going to be in the replay gang. I guess TRA Nation, definitely hit the like button, hit the notification bell to let you guys know the next time I'm going to be live, which will be Saturday. We got a lot of things. No problem, I'm Human First. We have a lot of things in the woodworks. I don't want to give it away because I've done that before and things turn left and, it just didn't happen. But the one out of those few things that turned left actually came back to the straighter path. So at this point, Betty yelling here for you said I won't be able to sleep at night. um, listen, I don't know why. I don't know why, Betty. I, for damn sure, for one, will be able to sleep at night because it's not me that got to pay the $3.4 million. So you can sleep at night tonight, Betty. You could definitely be. Oh, you'll be there for sure. You could definitely sleep tonight. You know, I don't know why this is why this is gonna affect your sleep. You know what I'm saying? But um, at the end of the day, this is Tasha's thing to deal with. It's not ours, unless we maliciously attack people and it's not true, and we don't have the facts. Then we are liable to catch a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Um, what do you mean, Betty? But we won't be able to. We won't be liable to catch a lawsuit at the end of the day. So, oh, you said she won't be able to sleep at night. Well, Betty, I'm pretty sure she has had some sleepless nights already. I'm pretty sure from the time she heard that verdict, if she was standing, her knees probably buckled, and if she was sitting, she got lucky. That's all I can say about that. But at the end of the day, she got to pay that $3.4 million bond. Not me, not you, not I Am Human First, and not anybody else who's going to catch the replay and catch the commentary. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the game just goes when it comes down to libel and slander and defamation of character and stuff like that. Hi, Miss Furlow Speaks. How you doing? You're catching me on the later part of the live. I guess you're gonna have to catch the replay, or if you want to come up for a second, I could drop the link and you let me know what you think about this whole entire situation. I would actually like to know what you think about the situation. So I'm gonna actually drop the link right now because I want to know your thoughts and views on this whole entire situation because this is crazy. Like it is crazy. 1 second, guys. Yeah, so she's the one that has to pay the $3.4 million at the end of the day, not us. So, oh, you're driving right now. That's fine. Not us. We could sleep perfectly good at night. We ain't gotta pay the $3.4 million. She gotta pay it, and that's just what it is. You know, I can't say that I feel bad for her because she had ample opportunity. I mean, ample opportunity to retract that statement. You know it wasn't the truth. You know at the end of the day, you made a salacious statement that was not facts. You did not have the proper receipts to actually prove that your statements that you made about the person that you made it about was actual factuals. So at the end of the day, you know, you lost the case. You lost the case. You should have been saving up. I ain't gonna lie. You over here on this picture. You should have been saving up your coins from the time you even you conjured up that lie in the first place. You should have had your little dollars, your cents, your penties, everything set aside. Should have spoke to Olga, find out, yo, Olga, what's this price gonna look like? Because I already know that what I said, it wasn't even a fact. So at the end of the day, hey, let me see a transcript. What's up? For you guys that's now coming in the chat. Oh my gosh, you guys are so late. We just had like a whole 30-minute I'm Human First, Betty Ellick. We all had like a 30-minute conversation about this whole situation. This situation is really crazy. As I was saying earlier, you know, from what we can gather, from what we can see, from what we know, Tasha K has been gallivanting. She's been going around making it seem as though, she wasn't going to pay out this money. And because as a result of that, Cardi B's team, her legal team, pushed from since September. I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but pushed from since September for a bond. Because, I'm not going to lie, putting myself in the situation knowing that I won 3 points, I won $4 million. Yeah, we're going to have to secure that money. We're going to have to secure that money. And that's just the way it is. So I don't wrong Cardi B and her legal team for doing what they have to do. That's the job of a lawyer. That's the job of a legal team, is to make sure that your client is represented in the right way, is taken care of 100%, especially upon winning a case. You got to secure the bag. And that is exactly what Cardi B is doing right now. She is making sure that her bag is secure and making sure that at the end of the day, that has her money. And that's just what it is. I Am Human First said that Tasha is an excellent example of how one's pride will get you in a lot of trouble. Why am I not putting these comments up? Why am my bad, guys. Yeah, so I Am Human First says that Tasha is an excellent example of how one's pride will get you in a lot of trouble. Get you a lot in trouble. Unfortunately, her platform and or ego was too big to humble an apology. Hashtag sad. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Um, at the end of the day, you're right. There's not like it couldn't be it couldn't have been better said. It couldn't have been better said. I think yes that her ego was too big. It was way too big at the end of the day. Like all you had to do was just apologize. Just apologize. You wouldn't be in $3.4 million worth of problems right now. At this juncture, we could easily say, well, we can't easily say yet, but it's creeping up to. It's creeping up to. It's really creeping up to. Tasha K, you might be an employee of Cardi B if you don't have that money to pay. Honestly speaking, you might end up becoming an employee of the Barty or whatever the gang is, Barty gang or whatever, because I don't really follow Cardi B like that. What you gonna be? You might as well just call it that. Call a spade, bro. Like this is what it is. This is what is going on with you right now. And at the end of everything, what you what you mean by that? Let me see a transcript. What you talk about, Kim? Do I need to bring you up here, Kim? Do I need to bring you up here, Kim? I want to hear what you got to say. I need to hear what your take is on this situation. I know you just got home, but if you got time, come on up. If not, well, the link is in the chat anyway. So if anyone wants to come up, I'm saying I'm gonna be on here like about another 10 minutes. But it just seems like you guys are just got me engaged in this conversation, so I can definitely do that. Cardi B is definitely teaching her a lesson, Betty. She is definitely teaching her lesson, and all. I guess it's a general lesson to all of us YouTubers at this point because this is a precedent-setting case. So it's a lesson to all of us that yes, we are all liable. Oh, let me see your transcript is up. Come on up. Let me. Yep, there you go.
Hey,
Hey. Let me put you up there. Are you on? I think you're on. Yeah, you're on.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So I just got in the house. Um, whew, it was a game today in Houston, and I was on the freeway for quite a while. Plus, it was like a wreck. So
Oh my God.
yeah. So I finally got home, and
So what say you?
when I read it earlier, because I was like doing grades. So the day, this week is grades turning. Boy, stop. Who wants my attention? I'm home. And I was watching what's his name? He's the one that actually was at the trial.
The lead
Hip
attorney.
No, not the lead attorney, Hip Hop Inquirer.
Okay, because the lead attorney was there as well too.
Yeah, but hip hop court, he was there and he would like do, on the spot coverage. And he even try to go talk to Olga,
Oh
Olga
wow.
and him at the end of the trial. So he was covering it today. And then
Right.
I wanted to double check because I was like, is this a new video? Is this an old video? So I went online and saw, oh, the judge did order her to pay. My thing is this. She just need to go on ahead and start a payment plan. Okay? You need to start a payment plan. Okay? You need to go to your bitch. What she should have did was go to her bank with the form and had it faxed to Cardi B's lawyer. Say, hey, this is how you going. We need to set up how much of my wages from my Google check you're gonna garnish every month, and how many payments is it gonna take for you to get your money.
Right.
So, or she should have called Larry Reed, before she fell out with him and asked him, like, how can she pay down to a surety bond while she appealed this verdict? Because remember, he was gonna owe E. Dewey Smith like what, $250,000 or something.
Yeah.
Violating the contract. And so while he appealed it, he had to do a surety bond, which was 10% or $250,000. So he had to put down $25,000. So I'm thinking like Tasha K could have only like put down like for a surety bond, she could have put down like $340,000 until it was time, while she's appealing it.
Did she have it to put it?
That's a
She's
good
been
question.
saying I ain't got it for a long time.
That's a good question because she kept saying I ain't got it. Really, because like I told y'all, one of my other subscribers paid for me to have a subscription to her little other platform, and that's $12 a month. So you mean to tell me
I'm subscribed, so
from
I paid that
there
$12.
you couldn't do $12 a month from all those subscribers? You couldn't give her check,
right?
or from your Google check? And don't you have other, people who have commercials on her platform? Like you couldn't
Pangea,
She got 1 million subscribers. 1 million subscribers.
$1 a
You
piece.
couldn't ask all of them for $3.
$3. That's it. That's all it took.
Hey,
$3 a piece.
Cash at me, PayPal, Zelle me $3.
I am human first. We both know that. She got it.
So I can get rid of this payment. Can I? Come on now.
She got it.
She got it. This is
you're absolutely right.
Like me, like if Cardi B sue me, like she gonna be paying it till I'm dead. I really ain't got it. I really ain't got it. Okay, but this is the thing. These are rich people problems. She probably don't got it all today, but as some months and months and months go, she got it somewhere.
So okay.
Either she considering gotta sell a house, sell a car, cash in some stocks, bonds, some real estate, sell some more of them wino bottles she got over there, start going on tours. With the IRS, for people like Lauryn Hill and Mike Tyson, they had to start touring and doing different stuff so they can pay off their IRS bill. She can do that too. There are places that people want to come and see. What's her name? Oh, do you want to see Tasha K live? Who won't want to see Tasha K live? Come on, think about it. Right. Just curious. I'm just saying.
But wasn't it reported that they were going for a house or something like that in Georgia?
I don't know, but those are also rumors saying like, oh, she lost her house or she's gonna sell her house. She's living in an Airbnb and all that kind of stuff. So, and then plus Tasha puts out stuff herself. Remember that time she came on talking about, her sister said, oh, Tasha just got arrested, and then like she came on that Friday, and nobody look. I'm looking online like shit. I can't see no arrest record. I can't see nothing, and she come on Friday during her live in an orange jumpsuit. Come on. I just got out of jail, y'all, and I'm just like, Lord. She's good at
She's good at trolling. As I remember
Trolling. And
first
my
said
thing
it.
is this: you shouldn't troll like that because you might actually end up in one of them suits.
True.
She would tell us like, "Oh, y'all, Tasha, she in jail." We don't believe her the next time.
Right. And that's what that's the same thing I was thinking. I was like, wait, she's locked up. She's in jail for real.
She wasn't locked up because I was looking all over the place. I said, "Y'all, I'm looking. I can't find nothing."
I remember you were looking everywhere. We know you. Let me see a transcript. We know how you are. You get down into them court
Yeah, I was
documents and
like,
you'll
"Okay, I
find
know
them.
she in Fulton County, DeKalb County. I can't find her in no county."
Craziness. It's ridiculous. But at the end of the day, this is the outcome. This is how this is gonna. I knew this is how this was gonna turn out.
Yeah. And then you literally go out of the country, whether you say it's for your wedding or whatever. But remember, when the verdict first came about, the first thing she did was go on vacation to Jamaica. So how did you not have no money? How'd you go
Great
to
question.
Jamaica for a vacation?
Great question.
Right
That's a great
after
question.
right after Cardi B won. I'm just like, come
Because
on now.
I believe she was spending that same money that Cardi B was supposed to get from the time that verdict came down.
Yeah. And my thing is this: Cardi B just wanted you to take it down a long time ago, but you didn't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to retract your statement.
That's all this took was for her to just retract the statement.
But you want to be right, and then to come out with a statement after you leave someone, oh, it's me against it's the reason why I lost was because of the machine. No, you lost because of your mouth, man.
True. That is true.
About they want to silence us on the First Amendment. No, they want to have people stop defaming people because they have the First Amendment. Okay, you went around here told everybody this woman had herpes,
and knowingly know that it was false.
Herpes.
And
said it with no proof.
Exactly. But then goes on the stand to say that, oh,
then had her own followers going to Cardi B comments saying crazy stuff to her. And everybody knows, unfortunately, Cardi B, a lot like me, a lot like Libras, you know, we sensitive about some stuff. Just poke us a couple of times and we clap back. Or we respond back. Might not be always positive, but we are. So she was an easy target.
Wow.
You think if Cardi B, not Cardi B, if you think Tasha could came out here and said Nicki Minaj husband gave her herpes, you think she can come out and say that?
Of course not.
Hell no.
Of course not.
Number one, a whole bunch of barbs and kids will be on her goddamn lawn.
What? They would tear that down. That show would have been done by now. We wouldn't have had no more winos. We wouldn't have heard about winos after that.
All Nicki Minaj would have to go do is go on her Queen Radio podcast and let everybody know what happened to her.
That is true. That is true.
So,
well, now that the news is in, the verdict is not the verdict. The verdict has been in already.
I'm just saying, she needs to start up a payment plan.
Yeah.
Cardi B need to go on over there, have her lawyers write a motion over there to Google, say, hey, we need to garnish this check. That's what Michelle Aitlin Brown did to Funky Dineva. Mm-hmm. Funky Dineva owed Michelle Aitlin Brown rent. Uh-huh. You know what she did? She garnished her Google check until she got the money.
But I heard some YouTubers, they were saying, oh, that's not possible. I said, you guys don't even know the law. Because we're 1099ers.
But I saw the document. It's on file. Michelle Aitlin Brown, who's also a YouTuber, garnished Funky Dineva's Google check. Because she sued Funky Dineva for like back rent or something like that.
So it is possible.
It is
to actually garnish a YouTuber's.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Cardi tried to go down there to the bank and get the money, but there was none in there. I was like, okay, ain't none in there. All right, then contact Google. Hey Google, this little check she get every month. I'm gonna need a piece of that.
Redirect it to my account. Thank you. Listen, all of
Here's
this
a
is
judgment
really.
from the judge. Here's the form. Okay.
I Am Human First says that Tasha should thank Cardi B because as a result of the lawsuit, Tasha will have to become a multimillionaire in order to pay back this judgment. You right. This might be a way to propel Tasha to become a multimillionaire. Is it a possibility? Does she have the capabilities to do it? Yes, she does. Does she have the platform? Does she have a large enough following to actually do it? Yes, she does. So I believe that is correct. That's right.
It's possible for Tasha K to be the next Wendy Williams.
That's true. That is true. She could be actually better
Because Wendy
than Wendy
Williams was on the
Williams.
radio for years.
Mm-hmm.
Then she came to TV. So, but okay.
I mean, to my honest opinion, I believe Tasha K is the Wendy Williams of YouTube.
Yeah, I think she's the Wendy Williams of YouTube, and I think her ex friend is the Wendy Williams of the Black Church gospel vlogging world.
Oh, you really want to go there, Kim,
Dr.
tonight?
Dingleberry.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to change the title.
Did you watch his interview by Keela on Gifting a Curse podcast too?
Shout outs to Gifting a Curse podcast, by the way.
For getting that exclusive, girl.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. I seen the trickery. I seen she was trying to get those certain questions out.
All right. But then I was
seen
like,
her trying to get those questions out. I seen you there, girl, trying. I seen you.
I seen you.
I seen you trying to extrapolate certain questions.
I watched about almost 2 hours, and toward the end when he left, I just couldn't do it. And that girl brought up that damn doll. I almost fell out.
Yeah. Oh my God! When I saw the doll, I pulled the Donnie McClurkin.
She said, "I'll be right back." She come back with a doll.
Not the doll.
Lord, she don't got the doll.
She was there creep curling around them questions. I was like, come on, killer, get direct with it. Don't be scared now.
But remember, get direct with it. She asked him a question, though. He answered it. She said, are you dating anyone? He said, no. Do you want to get married again one day? He said, yes. I think she asked him, was he gay or something like that? He said, no, he was heterosexual. But he had, I guess, he did some homosexual acts in the past. And he explained about one incident that he had. And I was just like, I don't know if this helps his case or not.
Please elaborate, because there were parts that I didn't really see. I only saw the part where
because Keela was criticizing, like, because Bishop Bling Bling keeps playing certain parts of things that Dr. Dingleberry has said in the past. Mm-hmm. And so she was like, well, they just clicked out one part and then show the whole part. And I guess he was trying to explain the conversation he was having, and that's why he said what he said. But it's just like, he has so many instances of talking either about molestation or about things in a sexual manner. It just makes you wonder about his sexuality. And I just think he kind of cleared it up the other night, but then again, it was like, okay, you're supposed to be a pastor. Because I think he got this Reformation online church now. Mm-hmm. And so, and then now you're talking about I'm gonna have his OnlyFans. He's gonna get an OnlyFans now because.
Whoa! Back it up, Kim.
Yep.
I Am Human First. I'm ashamed of you. I Am Human First, because you're supposed to be up on here today, because you saw 40 minutes of it, and now you're not even. You better click the link, because I want to hear this. Because now I gotta actually hear about this.
This is what he said. You gotta go back to Keela's. He said, this is what he said. He said, because I guess the YouTube guidelines, he's censored about what he can do. So Keela was asking about Patreon, and she was like, yeah, Patreon is better, but I think now he's getting censored over there. And so his ex-wife and his friend was Shamaka was in the chat, and he was like, yeah, they can testify about how I talk y'all hear how I talk, but I can talk. I guess he can talk way worse than that. And so he's saying that he can't talk like that on YouTube or Patreon. Well, some people in the Patreon get to hear a little bit more than what they hear on YouTube. But he said he really want to have some more deeper conversations that he'll probably get demonetized for on YouTube. So he wants to go to OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got some questions about OnlyFans. What kind of OnlyFans you trying to start, sir?
And then he mentioned something about, oh yeah, my mom, she has a mouth on her too, and I want to have her back on. We can have some conversations, but we want to have some real conversations. So we can't, we want to be able to say whatever we want to say without being censored. So he wants to have it over there on OnlyFans. But I'm thinking, like, isn't Jive on OnlyFans?
Kim, we're not even gonna go there right now.
He had one.
Okay.
We're not gonna go there right now. Let's not do that. Why are we doing that? What's up, I Am Human First?
Hello today, people.
Hey, I Am Human First.
Hey,
night, sir.
Kim, I think this is the first time we ever even been on a panel together, Kim. Almost well on OKP channel. That was
yeah.
lit.
We were like tag teaming back and forth.
Yeah, but that's a total. I don't want to deter the conversation at this point in time. We can circle back for that right there because that was a whole nother thing.
Oh my God.
Don't worry about it. We could talk.
We can talk
today.
Yeah. So but his appearance on her channel, I thought my thing was messing with me. I thought she was joking. I thought the whole thing was a troll trick clickbait until I actually saw she came on his panel. And Kim, you were actually saying some stuff about her personality and things in that nature. And I too recognize that. To me, she seems like a loose cannon in terms of I wouldn't know. I guess he
concerned. Yeah, because the other day when she was on, because I actually like her, but it was like when she kind of like goes off on a tangent, you're like, wait, what is she doing?
Exactly. Who y'all talking about?
Okay, so like Keela
podcast.
Oh, okay.
She was the lady that was with Tarsha.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, and so Keela has, because she went on CTV and Jives, and since then she's been going live, and she's still been covering Bishop Whitehead, and so she criticizes Whitehead, but she also criticizes his wife, and so that's why she's always bringing out that baby, because she's trolling the wife.
And
the wife comes and does this thing online, and she's always holding their daughter. She feels like the woman is doing it as a form of manipulation. Keela has a doll that she comes out with. So the other day, it was like last weekend, she was upset about, I guess, people criticizing her online, and then I guess people also have been going into her DMs, and so I'm just like, why does she not understand? Like, hey, you're a new content creator. People are gonna make videos about you. Like, she's not only reporting on Bishop Whitehead, she's part of the story. You were at the church. You were witness to everything that went on. You were recording.
You see the problem with that?
I'm first. Criticized, and then she went on. She started naming some people, talking about some people, and then she said,
Kim, go ahead, Kim. I see where you're going with this.
Okay. Then like that night she went off. She was like on twice, and then like I was over there in the official King Payne's chat, and she came in the chat like she was coming for him. Because he was covering the story. I guess he was saying something that she didn't like. And she started saying some stuff. And I'm just like, wait a minute. This is his platform.
And she came for me too.
Why are you coming over here in his chat criticizing him on something he said? And he dropped the link for her and said, hey, here's the link. You can come on up. And I guess she didn't do it. And I guess she called him or something.
She did.
And he played a little bit of it, and this didn't sound like And I kept thinking, like, okay, is she trolling? Is she trying to get attention? Or is she for
She
real? Because guess what she did afterward? She went to her channel, went live, and made his face her thumbnail. And it was
Oh
like, she did like a whole
wow!
2 hour
Look at
live. And I was
that.
like,
Ain't that
was
the
this
kettle calling the pot
necessary?
black? Ain't that something? I
And
never
said,
even
is
looked
she
at that.
beefing with people?
But that sounds something so close to what I did. And at the
what
end
you
of the
do?
day, I was told to take it down. But I know, you know what I realized? I reviewed the video, and I realized what it was, and it was actually her content that was playing on the video. So when I realized that, I was like, oh yeah, this gotta come down because I ain't really got no time for no copyright strikes on this channel.
Right.
All right.
Cause
So I
she's
get where she's
still
coming
mad.
from with
She's
that one.
still mad about Tasha copyright striking her when she should be. But Tasha kind of like apologized for it, but I don't know if it was a full
That was
apology.
bullshit. That was no serious apology. We Brooklyn here. We
Yeah,
know. Let me explain
I
something to
like
you,
went back over it and I was like, you know what? It kind of
Kim.
was.
Let me explain something to you. This is the
It was
Brooklyn
a
code.
half-hearted apology.
All right. I understand. I may not know Killer personally, but I understand because I'm from Brooklyn. So
Right.
she is totally misunderstood on the approach. You guys are from, well, Kim, you're from Texas. I'm Human First. Where you from?
South.
You're from the South, right? So we do things and we operate a little bit different over here. Like it's very kind of aggressive. It'll come off as aggressive, but it's from it's from a place of compassion. You get what I'm saying? So she's very passionate about what she does and what she's about at the end of the day. I understand that. You get what I'm saying? So you guys may not understand where she's coming from, but I understand where she's coming from based on her attitude, the way how she is and stuff like that. It's a Brooklyn thing. It really is. It's a Brooklyn attitude. She's more of a hardcore Brooklynite than probably me, but it's really a Brooklyn thing. That's why she is how she is.
In terms of Killer, I've been watching her. She has been watching the street and watching her name and following who's throwing her name in the title and coming to these pages because I saw her on she came to official campaign channel and then when Miss Furlow did a live on her, she came there as well, and she does she does have an abrasive personality. My first time in encountering her or witness her was on CTV's channel, and she
Mhm.
seemed like she needed her weed to keep her level headed or whatever. She just seems like she was had a very kind of like explosive personality, unsettling or whatever. So that was my first and lasting impression, a first impression of it, and she kind of stick with it, stick to that in terms of how abrasive she can be, and that's what she does. She comes in the channel and she like, why you got my name in her channel, my name in your title, whatever. What she has every right to be protective of her image and her likeness and things of that
But
nature.
she's a new YouTuber. A lot of people gonna
Uh-huh.
have your name in the title.
Exactly.
Correct.
And it's funny to me to see how both of them handling it, Tarsha and her. I think I haven't kept up. I don't even know how to track Tarsha, but via CTV recent live about her, seems like she's having a meltdown. Does anyone know anything about that?
Who,
Um,
Bitcoin?
Tasha or Keela?
Tarsha, because CTV
Tasha,
did.
I think it is, and I think she did say something about when she was on Keela that she's been feeling, the reason why she came to Keela was because she's been feeling emotional because people have been saying, like, oh, people sent you there.
Where my bombs for
And she
this one?
said her
I
lawyer has
swear.
told her not to, keep talking. So she's like, I only been on 3 places where I was gonna say really it's 4. Um, she was on Larry Reed. She was on CTV, and then she said I'm on Keela, but she was also on Jive 2 weeks before
Mm-hmm.
she went to that church. So it's actually 4. So
Mm-hmm.
I think for the most part she has, because she really like she doesn't like she has a ministries. but she's really not that active on YouTube. And she kept saying like,
Yeah,
"Well,
go with
I'm
this
gonna
bullshit.
put out more about my story when my book comes out." So she keeps
Kim,
pushing this book stuff.
Kim,
Yeah.
are we still gonna run with this narrative? I thought I
That's the
broke this code
narrative
already.
she running with. Because
I
Keela
thought I
said,
broke this code already.
"Y'all, that's the first time."
I'm gonna need y'all
When
to
I
share this and share this at Mega. Why? Is because this is something that is a known fact. I ain't gonna cuss. Let me just
Don't
bring it
do it.
back down
Don't
because I
do
was
it.
about to do it. I was about to do it. I was about to do it. I was about to
Don't
do it. I was about to do it. It was about to come. But I'm gonna just breathe 1 second because every time I hear this, it really gets me. It inflames me in a way. It's like,
Keela
oh
said,
my
when I
God, can you
talked to
guys
her,
not see? She
yeah.
ain't no prophet. She was never no
Baby, this is the
prophet.
thing. If like she was talking about, oh, my pastor is over
Oh my
Zoe
meal,
Ministry,
Jesus.
But
taught
you,
us how to be a prophetic. He didn't
but
tell you that. Hey, the prophecy didn't tell you like, hey, if I go in this church, I'm gonna get drugged today. I'm gonna get drugged in my grave today.
that's the thing.
And
That's the
then when
thing.
she said on Larry Reid Live, to my they're like, he was saying like, oh, you were speaking tongues. And he said, well, oh, what were you saying? Well, I was saying in my heavenly tongue, God is great, God is whatever. And then someone in the chat said, wait a minute, aren't there people who's supposed to speak tongues and others interpret it?
Lord
Jesus. So how do you interpret your own tongue?
How you interpret your own tongues? Exactly.
Listen.
Even Keela said, she had talked to Tarsha, said they had both, said, hey, I'm gonna go, you're gonna go, let's go together. She said, but she never told her anything about a book. That's what Keela said. I don't know. She's still running with this.
Still running with this narrative.
She never told
come on. Keela said it herself, and that's the truth. Because I didn't hear it myself when I saw her on Jives the 2 weeks prior to me, and I can't.
Yeah, she took a real
I don't have
class.
A crystal ball. I don't have a crystal ball to say, well, oh, this is going to be the person that's going to be the one that's going to pull up at the bishop's church and incite some nonsense. It's not till I saw your video that morning. I was actually on the way to Jersey. And I said, wait a minute. I took your video and I took my iPad and I started playing Jive's video from 2 weeks prior, and I was playing your video live. And I'm like, wait a minute. I paused your video, paused his video, and that's when I made the face-by-face comparison.
For research.
Huh?
And I'm like, research? This just doesn't sound right. It just, there's a lot of charismatic churches. Okay. And I'm sorry, this is how I really feel. They can say, oh, no one sent her to that church. And that's what both her and Keela kind of like mutually agreed upon. I guess both agreed when they were online the other day. Mm-hmm. But it just looks too convenient that your pastor of your church is the man that you took the first interview with, who's actually in a lawsuit against.
Come on now, Kim.
Come on, it looks like a conspiracy. Even if you don't like Bishop Bling Bling, it's making his point for him. It's making the point for him.
Kim, when she said that
y'all
on the
interview, are all too connected. Your pastor is this content creator's mentor. You're on his program, and then Larry Reid gonna say, or Dr. Dingleberry gonna say, "Oh, I've heard, in my research that you're a prophet or a prophetess."
See that.
But then you say, then he acts all surprised when she say, "Oh, my pastor, he's over with Zoe Ministry." He's like, "Oh, Zoe Ministry? That's my mentor." Like, you, come on, sir. You cannot act worth the damn.
Yo, and there are gonna be some people
like, "Oh, did I pay you to be here? Did I do that?" No, you can say that all you want to, but we still think you were.
Because it's the optics. It's the optics. The optics look horrible. First and foremost, the situation just happened.
After you get drugged in this man's church, you go to the two people's platform that he's suing.
I think I need to see the bishop's receipts on that one. I think he said he had some type of audio with her after they left, that what she Jive's platform or someone else's, Larry's platform was the person they called when they got escorted out or whatever the case may be.
No. Let me just
No, right?
debunk that
No,
because
Keela,
I
when
heard.
when she got escorted
Kim.
out,
Hold on, Kim.
Keela,
Hold on. 1 second. Let me clear
go
that up.
ahead.
Let me
Okay.
clear that up. Because I heard that on Miss Furlow, and I was trying to tell her that she has to correct that because that wasn't the truth. Because I actually saw what actually happened. Now there was a footage that was played that was the surveillance footage that Bishop Whitehead actually played that said that actually had one of the girls saying jives. What that was about was, I believe, that was Killer who was actually saying
Yeah, she
jives.
was
What that
calling
was about,
Jives. She was like, Jives, I got something for you or
right? She
something.
was live. She was live on her phone. She showed that on her actual channel. She was live on her phone at the time, and Jives was on her live. So she was telling Jives, "Yo, Jives,
Okay.
I'm gonna call you when I'm coming off the live.
Yeah.
I got something for you." So
Right.
it wasn't the fact that they called. It was the fact that Jives was actually on Killer's live at that point in time.
Okay.
Right.
So she was actually speaking to Jives on her
On
live.
this live. Okay.
Right.
So that makes sense. So I can understand how he got confused and how he got directed down that path into thinking that these two were sent on their behalf or whatever the case may be. So
that's what
I
I'm
don't.
saying. It's just it looks too suspicious. And right
Nevertheless,
now,
I'm human first. We could discount one, but we can't discount the other. We don't have full clearance on the other one.
Okay, yeah. So the other one,
Let's be real.
I think
I
she. Go
I've
ahead.
made sure something in my spirit tells me that Killer really did not go there with those intentions to start any problems. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have done the same thing had I thought about it. I ain't gonna lie. That same day I pulled up there. I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping to see the situation going on, but it didn't happen. I was live that day. Actually, I was live with Let Me See a Transcript the same night. So it's not like it wasn't something that I wouldn't do. I would actually have done that myself. It's just that Killer actually took the opportunity and she had the time to be able to do it. I go to church, so I ain't got time to be.
But I
at
think
my
it
church
would have
time.
been it would have been different if Tarsha wasn't there. I think if Keela was there,
Exactly.
she would have just been filming as whatever she would have done. And
Right.
I don't think she would have gotten up there and because she wants to get the info to show her because she's a podcaster.
Right.
But I just feel like you both feel some type of way about this man, and you both went there.
I would have
And
went.
I don't know. Maybe y'all didn't have a conversation. Maybe y'all should have had a conversation and say, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do. We can get in here. We're gonna watch. We're gonna get in and get out."
They did have, from my understanding, they did have like Killer was saying that she had multiple conversations with her. She never got that like kind of that she was gonna pop off like she did vibe or whatever, and that's why they kind of when they kind of hit hit the fan, and one went in a handcuff, and the other one was like, "Where you at, sis?" she was like you left me hanging, sis. I'm like,
no,
so
she didn't. You put
yeah,
yourself in that problem.
yeah, that's you. They talking to you. you
going down by
wanna,
yourself.
But I have to admit, though, this is just my opinion.
Friends.
I felt that when Tarsha got grabbed, and the fact that Keela was like still kind of filming while she was handcuffed and downstairs, I'm like, you're not gonna say, "Hey, we need a first aid kit." It was all about the story.
Sorry, I can't laugh right now.
And so I'm just wondering, because of how everything fell out, is that why I said, the other night, like, "Hey, why are they not friends anymore?" And I'm just saying, and I'm starting to see, and I really felt it like when Keela went on Jive. Was it Jive she went on, or was someone else she went on? And Jives and her, and I think was it the lawyer lady, and I think they were watching. They were playing Keela the video of Tarsha started speaking in tongues outside and asking about her shoes and her purse, and so Josh started criticizing. He said, "This is why people don't take us seriously in the church because of this stuff right here." And I was like, "Wait a minute, y'all were like, wasn't she on your show 2 weeks before and she was okay, but now she's doing this and you don't like?" And so it's like, okay, are you being nice to the one that's here and talking about the one that's not? Because now I feel the same thing I felt when Larry Reid was talking to Keela on her program, and now Larry Reid wasn't talking about Tarsha like he was when Tarsha was on his show. Like, I'm just like, okay, are you taking sides?
Larry was put in a real difficult position. That's what happened.
Because it did sound like he was trying to be careful with his words, but at
Yes,
the
he
same
really
time,
was.
he didn't want to piss Keela off. But it's just like, okay, so I said, okay.
That whole thing
Y'all
is a mess.
just throwing a girl underneath the bus. You just don't care. Like, you know.
No, you want to know why though, Kim? It's because everyone can sense the genuity between the two. The thing is, I could sense the falsehood from Tasha. I could have sensed it from the time she was from the time she was on King Jive's show. The story that she had. But this is
the thing, though.
But it's
Jives and Larry both entertained this person.
Understandable.
You entertain the person with whatever her personality, false or whatever going on, because it was part of the story you wanted to put out there. But now I guess she's not painting in a good light now anymore. So now you taking the thing from a different angle. Like,
I mean, Kim, if she was acting solo and you were connected to this person, right? I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm just being rational, rational thinking, right? Let's say no one sent her and she was acting on her own. Do you think that you would want to be associated with somebody that actually did something like that? Or would you want to distance yourself?
But this is my thing. You had no problem when the story was hot and it could get you views. But now all of a sudden, you know, she's not doing too many more interviews. She's not getting along with the other person that's there, which her lawyer probably told her, like, hey, stop talking to that other girl while your case is going on. I think so now, you know, maybe some people had time to really think about, like, hey, you actually went in there in that church and did these things. I guess the problem I have with it is, if you're going to be consistent about how you approach the story, or at least you're going to change your angle of the story, be honest about it. Because I kind of felt like they both were, like, entertaining her when it was a certain way. But now that, you know, first it was Tasha was hot. Okay. So Tasha not hot no more. Keela is hot. So now I'm going to talk to Keela. But when I talk to Keela, I'm gonna make sure I say nice things about and to Keela, but not about Tasha. So it's like, okay, are you just being two-faced, sometimey, double-minded, as a smart man once told me? You know, like, what I just feel like, as far as, I just feel like, okay, these are not people that I would want to talk to about my situation, because I can't. It's not going to be the same before, during, and after I'm on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like the integrity of it is not there for me. Like, I just feel like,
Larry Reid.
Like, you over here being all friendly and getting the story. And so in order to get me to tell my story, you're all nice and everything to me. But then when I'm not there, it's different. And that's the part I guess I have an issue with. Because I can understand, like, you finding out information about this person and saying, hey, I can't really rock with this person because of this. You know?
Right.
But it's just like, okay. And I just feel like right now, Keela has her own platform comparable to them. And so I just feel like they're kind of like pro Keela right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, Oh, she
Keela,
was there with the camera. Well, really? It was well, how many rest of us going to a church for anything other than worship with with two cameras? Because she
mm.
actually had two cameras. She had a smartphone camera and she had a GoPro.
True. Were you saying I am human first?
So
No,
I don't know.
I got my facts straight conflicted. I was gonna ask if Keela has a channel, but she does. I meant Tarsha. Tarsha doesn't have a YouTube channel, or
Yeah,
YouTube
Tasha
presence.
doesn't have a YouTube channel. She has. I know I've seen some videos of her
Uh-huh.
on some like religious
Let
programs, but
me
it's not her
see.
channel.
You see how people could be deceptive? Let me
What?
clear that up for you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
2 days ago, let me clear my throat. Breaking news. Upon 2 days ago, I was doing some digging, and I happened to pull up on a certain channel that's no longer available anymore. She had a YouTube channel. She took it down.
What?
She had 2 videos. Yeah, I know. I wasn't dreaming. I know I
Wait a
wasn't dreaming.
minute. Go ahead.
I was wide awake. I was wide awake. She had a YouTube channel. How about as recent as 2 weeks ago, she had a video. She had only 2 videos on that channel, and that was after the whole situation happened, I believe. Now that's where I'm alluded to. Did she really think that after this situation, she was going to put up a platform and then think she's going to have thousands of
I don't.
subscribers?
That's funny.
I don't know, but is that where she made the video about Keela
No, she
and
did not
Keela's
make a video
family?
about
Because
Keela.
Keela said
This was
that's
a
why she didn't
separate.
take her the apology because
This was
Tasha
a
did a
separate
20-minute
platform.
video about her and her family.
I can't make this up. This was a separate platform that only had 2 videos, and it looked like it was launched recently. And
Mm.
she was doing like a prophecy something, and she was practically preaching. I
Oh,
can't make this up. I swear I should have downloaded the video, but I just paid back for my YouTube Premium yesterday. But I'm telling you, I should have took a snapshot. She was wearing pink, all that stuff like that. She had a lighting equipment and stuff like that. She was in her home.
Mm.
Yeah. And she was preaching for like a good 15 minutes on that channel. She had a part 1 and a part 2. It was prophecy of something like that. Prophecy in dreams or something like that. But yeah, it was a
okay.
part 1 and a
See,
part 2.
you see the connection there? Like, okay, so she's getting tutelage under the Zoe Ministries, and you just said prophecy and dreams. Who else does prophecy and dreams?
Come on now.
But see that
Let the church say amen.
here's what from where I come from. Not anyone can be a prophet. You can't just say wake up. Oh, I want to be a prophet today. You either
I've
have
been trying
the
to figure
gift.
that part out too.
I mean, you can say I want to make a prophet today, but not be a prophet.
Well, I mean, that's how like some of them like they get trained to be a prophet. I don't understand how
What
you
kind
get.
of training do you do
No,
to
I
be
am
a
human
prophet?
first. They
Because
get trained to
I
make
mean,
a
I went
prophet.
to Sunday school.
But no, that's how they
and
are.
prophets were people who warned you about what thus said the Lord that He needed you to do. If not, this was gonna happen. But I just feel like these prophets now they're just psychics.
Yeah, they just
Religious
no,
psychics.
they want to be psychics. They are true. Like and this is no shade to this individual Matthew Stevenson. I remember follow. You remember that story on Jai's platform with his son. Let me see your transcript.
Whose
Um,
son?
his son, the one he let go, is his play son or godson, Matthew Stevenson, who Giles was trying to make it seem like they were lovers. Do you
Oh,
remember?
yes, I remember
Oh,
that
I
one.
remember. Yeah.
Okay, so if you remember his story on Jive's channel, he was telling how someone approached him in the church and say, "You seem like a prophet to me. What do you see? What do you see in her? Whatever." And he's like, whatever. This is like a game. Like, what do you see? Like, you go home and you work on your craft or whatever the case may be. And I guess that's how these people come up and call themselves a prophet. Now he thinking he's some type of prophet because someone told him, you have that gift or whatever. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is my understanding where I come from, you can't, it's not something you train to do, or you either have it or you don't have it. You can't, someone can train you to have these type of
And
gift.
that's why I had
And
an issue with
You're
the
born with
college
it.
of the prophets. It's like, what are y'all
exactly.
teaching them to do?
Wait, now see, those were now Zoe Ministry. Now Zoe Ministry under Bernard. Now to me, that's like the psychics or whatever. You train people, whatever the case may be. Now the College of Prophet was people who are already in the prophetic who call themselves prophets, and they
Oh,
were
they were
actually
already
yeah,
calling
yeah,
themselves
legit prophets. Yeah.
and were they teaching classes or something?
It was supposed to be like you get organized, have a school, like you have it's supposed to be like some type of putting structure to that whole field so that anyone who comes up or whatever the case may be in that realm, you are operating by some type of code or conduct, correct? Is what my
Oh, so they were
understanding.
gonna become like their own accreditation agency, like exams
Exactly.
and stuff.
Exactly.
Oh,
And you know and
okay.
you know who was supposed to be like of the who was his name? The arch and you know what?
Archbishop Ebenar,
And
Exactly.
wasn't Prophet buying corn supposed to be involved?
I
Prophet
think
Corn.
so. I think, and you know what? That thing never got kicked off because you remember who finally derailed. Because you remember he started, and so who was the one who you do the station head with not
No,
the one
the
the
clubhouse.
guy, yeah, the clubhouse
Oh,
with
synagogue.
synagogue, right? Didn't synagogue steal it away from him the first time? His
Um,
idea. It was
no,
one
they
of
were
them
supposed to work together,
on the
and then
first one.
Bishop, what's his name, and what is it? Karn and what's that man name? Jordan fell out,
Yeah. Okay.
and they ended up having their
Yes.
own two separate
Yeah, they
organizations, and
split it.
then
Yeah.
Yeah.
then Karn got in trouble. Well, first with what do you call it? He allegedly slept with the minister of music's wife, and then they came out that he slept with
Um,
Senegal's wife, and that's when
uh,
Senegal left, rebuked him, and left and went on and did his own thing.
but yeah, but Bernard was supposed to be like the one, the mastermind. He was overseeing it, and then someone
Yeah, him
tried
and
to.
Khan were supposed to be like working together with it.
Okay, and then someone took the idea and he said, "Okay, you want to have that name? Okay, cool. You have it, and let me take it over here. Now we're going to be the College of Prophet." And then he like pulled his name away from it. And he went with
Yeah,
Bloomer, and then next thing you know, Bloomer scandal hit, and that's when what's his name came on the screen, Jimmy Paddles or whatever, and that
yeah.
that mess. His college of prophet, and that never went anywhere. And my thing is, these people call themselves prophets and stuff like that. They don't even see nothing. Like
They can't
Larry,
even see
that's what I
what's
say.
about to happen in it.
That's what you would think Bishop Jordan would tap like, hey, you don't want to mess with Whitehead over here because I see something bad in the future coming.
Right, right.
A whole
That's
bunch of
how
prophets and nobody
nobody's seen
prophesying the right
anything.
thing. Nobody's seen the proper thing at all.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But they prophets or whatever. But before I forget, I want to ask you guys: have you guys been catching the low key shade Jai's been throwing at Larry?
Yo,
No, no.
that was today's live. I'm pretty sure that's
Yes,
Oh, I
and
missed
before
that.
that, he's throwing some major shade.
Yeah, the last live that was 10 days ago.
But you
And this one.
remember, okay, but is it because
Allegedly.
Jive's throwing shade, or is Larry doing some stuff?
Jives is Jives' personality. Jives
Okay.
doesn't realize he's being shady or whatever. Like
I
one
thought I
shade,
was the
like
only one that caught that though. But
yeah,
What
no,
did he
he's
say
the
that was shady?
like one thing he
what?
was shady about, like because when
I
it
didn't
came
watch
out,
it. I didn't see
I
it.
forgot to send you that
okay,
live today, Kim. I'm sorry. But it was
like
so much lives that I was looking at. I was like,
yeah.
damn.
What? Let me see your transcript. One of the shades he's like one I caught is when of course when Tasha K came out with the um Larry Reed and about exposing him in terms of with guys, right? So she kind
Mm-hmm.
of put that out there. So Jive Shade was, I've always lived in my truth. You can't tell me or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's them other people out there, whatever. So he was actually being shady to Larry, saying Larry's now just coming out with his truth, but I've always been living my truth. And I'm like, you just really shade Larry like that. I'm like,
Lord.
But he not he just
It
in
was
his
shady, but was it? But was it
yeah,
wrong?
he's on his own world trying to entertain his people, whatever. And he did this he was doing the same thing today. I'm gonna catch all
What
his
did he
shade.
say? What did he say today?
It would had to do with the
Kim,
the
he went off on like a
molestation.
good hour.
Yeah, it had to,
Is it because Larry Reed wants to do OnlyFans now?
I didn't catch that part, but I knew he was saying stuff about the
Because
molest.
Larry Reed said that on Killer's program that he wants to
Kim,
do
Kim, Kim,
OnlyFans.
nah. Kim, let I am human first say it.
Okay, go
'Cause
ahead.
I'll tell you, he got the facts for real. He's gonna tell you
Oh no,
more.
no, oh no. Shut up. No, I was just saying he was talking about the molestation station and saying that he was not a part of that mess or whatever the case may be, that y'all blaming me. But you know what? Y- y- I have
And
one
as
of the
well
key.
as the whole bishop selling tables for
Oh,
$10,000.
that's right. Yeah,
And
he
if
was doing
that's what they do, and that's not what I do, whether you guys are
exactly.
stupid, you guys are dumb for giving him your money in the first
Exactly.
place.
Yeah, he was saying, oh,
That was
he was
I
straight.
picked it up, bro. I picked it up. I ain't gonna lie. I picked it up. I was like, what?
Yes,
Is there problems going on now? What's
that's
going
what
on?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's
I
going on in
don't
the
know.
background?
And I think it's Jive's personality. I don't think he's aware that he's being shady, but he's being shady. And then next thing you know, he's gonna call himself wanting to go on Larry's IG live or whatever. I'm like, you just been shady to the whole crew over there. How you gonna come pop over here like we cool or whatever? No, dude. This is why these two can never kind of, keep it together with their relationship, because Jives is just an interesting dude.
I thought he just was on I don't give a shit, and I thought he was about to just come out with it. I was like, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Come on, just come on.
Yeah.
Then at one point,
But
I
you
thought he was
know
talking
they've
about.
been talking about other people been talking about like, oh, he knew about one of the accusers and his mother and stuff. So maybe he's trying to throw I guess the focus back. Not to say it's right. Throw the focus back to Larry. Like, oh, I didn't do none of that. I live in my truth.
Deflection.
So they can't talk about him about stuff like that. Because hey, he lives in his truth. Oh, you can't talk about I'm not paying. Wait, who's paying for $10,000 tables?
He was saying Bishop. He was saying Bishop Jordan.
Like Jordan or Bishop
Yeah.
Whitehead?
Jordan.
Bishop
No,
Jordan.
He was shading Bishop Jordan. Like, I don't
He was
charge.
selling $10,000 tables.
I think I think someone in the audience said he wasn't sell, he said he was fabricating on the amount. It wasn't that amount. But you remember who did it? Who did the video on his birthday? Daryl did a video on his birthday. You remember when he had his birthday and he was charging everyone like $1,000 plate or whatever to come in or whatever the case to be a part of his birthday, whatever. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
It was something. Oh wait, is that when they were wearing those colors? And you're like, why? Are they wearing that?
I know it was his birthday, and he was dressed and he came in and whatever the case to be. In order to be in the building, I think the place or whatever 1,000, whatever. I'm like, this is just like these people. These people are a joke, and I have yet to see his.
Do you think he's saying that because he can't be a part of the mentorship?
I don't think Jives wants to be a part of the mentorship. He's comfortable being his own person.
Entity,
yeah, and I think he's getting a high off of his bump and his popularity right now. I think exactly.
Trying to be on his own lane.
Exactly. He's feeling like starting to feel like he's on Larry's level to a large degree. But then again, did you catch what he was like shading his people? He was like, I could barely get my people to give me money to raise for this studio. I'm like, dude, you dumping on your people, and then you number one, you dumping on your people. Number
he
two,
sound like that man who said he couldn't get a Movado wife.
Sucks. And then he not do a story about him.
What? Say it again, Matt. Say it again.
He sounded like that man who was talking bad about his parishioners. That they were
yeah. That's exactly who he was. He was just like degrading them. Like, I could barely get y'all to give me money for this little studio, whatever the case may be. Y'all, whatever the case may be, because he was trying to contrast himself with Bernard, whatever the case may be. But I was like, this dude. he needs to have a manuscript or something or whatever so that he does not go, because he just messing himself up to the stuff he says. He's just like, he just says stuff.
Mhm.
I don't think he realizes what he's saying. But I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna um
I'm right
perspective
behind you.
angle. Oh, okay. You get your videos ready, because mine's gonna be coming pretty soon or whatever. Because
I'm right
Okay.
there behind you. I'm just waiting just for the
yeah,
slip up. Just
yeah,
because I was
and
right there waiting for it. I was like, come on, you could give it to me. Give it to me now.
yep, yep,
Give it
yep,
to me
yep.
now. But
Okay, so I guess
he's
you
quick with
two
it.
can watch Jobs, and I can just watch Keela. We can just, because I can't keep going. No, because Keela does the same thing they do. Like like Keela goes on like 2-3 times a day. She's
I
Yeah,
don't,
she
I
does.
don't,
but
I don't even watch
she's
her.
putting the numbers in. She's getting in the algorithm.
Okay.
I can't
Yeah, she is.
knock her hustle. It's just sometimes I just like, hey, can you not go after different people
Mm.
because they disagree with you?
Yeah, she doesn't like that. She got to let go. She's having issues with her likeness and her images being done with it, which is what she did the Whitehead or whatever the case may be. And I am, now that I'm playing around with the YouTube a lot more, I have to get comfortable with that. Someone probably doing a hit piece on me or whatever the case may be, but she seems to have difficulty in that area with people using her likeness. She wants to be in control of that, and she really can't.
I mean, come on. I've been through the ringer
It's
already. I've
called
been through it
fair
last
use.
year.
Just like she got fair use to make videos about
Whitehead.
Whitehead and his wife. People
Mm-hmm.
have fair use to do about you. Like I've had to learn that too. Like, hey, there's gonna be people who like me or don't like me, and they're gonna make
Hmm.
videos on me.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Long as they're abiding by the guidelines, they're okay. Now, if I think they're not abiding by the guidelines, like lying on me or harassing me, then okay, there's a reporting system.
Mm-hmm.
But she gonna be in it with a lot of people on this YouTube, but she just thinks like, oh, I'm gonna go over there and talk to them if they say something about me. Like, okay,
Might as well go to the beef
this is the
sector with that.
second largest search engine on in the world.
True.
So
There's
it's her.
people I found out have done videos on me. I didn't even know anything about them.
Mm.
I'm just not finding out now.
I mean, I've been a part of like a.
gonna put all? Is she gonna put her name in the system and just go after every channel?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just
This did you, so
want to be.
you like her content?
I
Let me.
like her energy. I like her personality. I like how she um covers certain topic. I just don't like it when she gets personal and goes after people. Like when she went on that little rant the other day and she was talking about somebody put a comment in her and like, oh, why are you talking to me like you know me? Like we went to high school together. And I'm like, why is she so angry? And then I
Yeah.
go see the comment and the comment was like, great show. And I was like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
How is that? How did that warrant you going off? And then she kept saying,
Kim,
like, oh, y'all coming to my
Kim.
DMs.
It's okay, Kim. You could just
And
say
I'm
it
just
was.
like,
You could just say it was me that she was talking about. It's
I
okay.
wasn't gonna mention your name, but I wasn't trying to mention your name. But no, she went after somebody else too.
But she went after me too, though, because she was in my comment section talking about, oh,
And
that's
she
not
even
my
went after,
name.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know, can I
okay.
say this to the person that she went after Miss Furlow too?
Yeah, you did correct that on Miss Furlow channel, perspective angle, when you tried to apologize to her, whatever. Okay. And that's good that you did take her
And I
video
didn't
down,
like,
whatever.
and I was like, okay, you disagree with what she said, but why? What's with
She just has
the attack?
she has a combative and
And then when
explosive.
she went over there to official King Payne, and I was in the channel, and I was in the
That didn't go
chat,
too
I didn't
well.
say anything. I
Yeah,
was like,
okay, y'all want to talk about that?
and I
Y'all want to.
said when she went in there, I was like, oh Lord, you
I
ever see
felt
that
bad
part of
for
The
her.
Color Purple when Sophia is out there with the
Don't
kids,
do it, Miss Seeley.
and
Don't do it.
they were like that part too, but no, the part where she's with the kids, and they were like, no, Miss Sophia, no. That's all I could think about when I saw Keela in the chat and she was typing that stuff about
The wrong place for this shit. Don't do it.
because I was like, no, you don't, not here. Don't do that. No, Keela, no. That's what I wanted to put in the chat.
We rooting for you, but don't do
And I was
it.
like, you does not understand. This is for entertainment purposes only. He even says it. don't come for him on his own channel. Because
And
you
he
don't want, because
wasn't
this is the thing. She don't want nobody to come over there and do the same thing to her.
exactly. And he
And
wasn't
this
even.
guy's been around, he's been around longer than her. And y'all know how his panel act when you come
Hmm.
up on there and you don't come correct.
They have
So
no
that,
Hmm.
control, no filter
and I
over
was
there.
like, come on, Keela, I like you. Come on. Don't
You
do
gotta
it.
watch yourself on that
Don't do
channel,
it,
yo. You
Miss
can't take too much.
all I can think about was don't do it, Miss Silly. That's all I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
and he wasn't even shading her. He was
Don't do it,
his
Miss Sophia. Don't do. He wasn't at first. He was actually like reading what she said, but he dropped
Tarsha.
me.
It was Tarsha he was talking about, and she thought he indirectly said something about her, and that's all. King Payne needed, and he just like went in on her. I'm like, wow. I'm like,
Yeah, he. I was like, oh Lord.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, dang. I don't know. I'm not as familiar with his channel. I only
And
kind
then
of,
like I think she called him
yeah,
and he played the audio, and
yeah,
I was like, Keela, no,
yeah.
this doesn't have to be this way. Y'all could have been collaboration. Could have been
Collaborate.
great.
Yep.
But oh well.
Well, guys, it's been a pleasure.
Oh
We
wait. Go ahead. I'm him. Oh, I think
Oh
I'm
yeah, go
him
ahead.
for
I'm
when to
in
say
first. What you
something.
gotta say?
Oh no. We can have a part two of that epicness that went down. I am so I gotta
I
I'm
don't
mad.
know if I need to go to official King Payne and say I apologize. I think I'm the cause of all this. But then maybe I'm giving
How about
myself too much credit
you know
because
what?
I was over there minding my business.
Let
And
me see your transcript. I never what's her name? ASS came and dropped $50 just to blast your name.
Just for you.
just to
I'm like,
harass me.
exactly. I'm like,
But
what is
guess
wrong
what?
with her?
She's done that before. Like I don't know if you remember Propane Oakland, right? So I listen to him when I get up early in the morning to go to work. Do you know she is 2 hours behind me and she would come in the chat and put a whole he doesn't have cash super chat, but she would put a whole she would make a whole bunch of comments and stuff about me just to harass me that early in the morning. Do you know she's been
What?
doing that since April?
That lady got money to burn on you, yo.
And I
She's
have to
really
be careful about what videos I share or
uh-huh.
about saying like, oh, I'm gonna go over here, come over here, join me in the chat.
Oh, she'll follow you.
I had to sometimes not even comment, so she doesn't see me comment in the chat because she'll come over there or her flying monkey. Plus, she has troll pages. They'll come
Wait,
over there and say stuff, and then she'll come, and then all of a sudden, all her supporters will come and say something.
you
She was upset about D Darrell, right? D
Uh-huh.
Darrell said, "Oh, I'm leaving this Umar Johnson sector. I'm gonna do other things. I'm not gonna go back and forth with people, like I've been doing the last couple of years. That includes
mhm.
AAS. Do you know she is a mod on Taz Exclusives channel? He did a video about D Darrell. She was dropping cash apps all fucking night. She
What was the
spent
video?
she
Was a hit piece video on D-Rail or
yes,
oh, okay.
and she dropped over like $200 in cash apps
Where'd she get her
just to
money
talk
from?
about him.
Okay, I know Mr. Respective Angle has about I wanted to say two things to you
Go
guys.
ahead. Go
Mhm.
ahead.
Um did you guys catch um Black Ladies Lounge response to accuser #1 video?
No.
Who is Black Ladies Lounge? You talking about Black Lounge
You yeah,
Entertainment?
yeah, Black Lady Divine. Well,
I'm sorry, I don't really fuck with her no more, and this is why. When she had her little shot onto the void thing,
uh-huh,
um, she was with Breaking the Culture of Silence
uh-huh.
and
Oh,
Shakim, and
yeah.
they prank phone called me months ago, and I asked Black Lounge Divine Entertainment about it because I'm thinking like, did they take your phone? Do you know why they called me? She was like, why are you asking me? You need to ask them and not me. Like really got all upset about it, right?
Uh-huh.
And then um she went in she got mad about me asking her twice, you know. Then she made a video telling me, I don't care, fuck you, you don't have to come on my channel anymore. And I was gonna make a video about it, but I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I just not gonna mess with her anymore. So I just don't know what. And then plus now I've heard that she's repeating lies that Andrea says about me, like, oh, I'm calling CPS on her kids. And I'm like, I've never called CPS on her kids.
Well,
so I don't go over there since then.
Okay.
I don't subscribe to her. So yeah.
Let me give you a quick update.
Okay.
Let me write this down. So her recent live or reach coverage of that, she sounds like she was going at, well, she definitely went at breaking the culture of silence. After that appearance on Official Campaign, she was like, basically, what does you people calling DFX on your kids, what does people harassing you have to do with the accuser? It should all be about the accuser. So I don't know if those two are on at odds right now, but if you if you can stomach listening to her video, you can hear that she does go after
But you know why? Okay, well, this is how I feel about it. Eventually people, even though I've been warning them for months, oh, I like both of you. Now you picked her side. Okay. But now you're realizing that her ass is like I said about her, got us a Discord. Now you're experiencing what other people before you have experienced. Did the Shout Out to the Void podcast, was it successful? No. Did she have all this stuff lined up for you to make this whole podcast successful? No. So now, all of a sudden, you have a reason to talk bad about her, don't you? The way you're talking about the accusers. Don't you think kind of convenient? I don't know.
I haven't been tracking them, but I thought those two were tight as
they was tight as rice. You see how they try to do Shaquem?
Well, yeah. I've seen them.
And then everybody else kept saying like something was wrong with the contract. They called her T Diddy.
Yeah.
And then it was like, and then I was like, everybody kept asking like, what's going on with the podcast? Y'all were doing the podcast. Y'all were, and then it's like, oh, y'all only did 5 episodes?
I never.
Since then?
I don't.
Okay, so I'm thinking that what Breaking the Culture Songs does, she talks really big, promises all this stuff, and it didn't happen. But you believed all that.
I think they're
girl.
I think they're
business. Did she deliver? No, she did not deliver. Now look what's going on.
I think their business, they really had good intentions in coming together, but it's just sometimes, things don't work out to what you like, to what you really wanted it to be. It doesn't then pop off, whatever. Maybe they still all work on it. Maybe they're still regrouping or whatever the case may be. I don't know.
I am human first. Come on now.
What?
I am human first.
What?
I am human first.
What?
It is October.
What? What are you doing?
Had a Shout Out to the Void. Oh, we gonna do this big back in May.
I know.
Day weekend.
I know, but I seen them.
They did 4 or 5 podcast videos.
Okay, so I have no way of tracking them. I only
go to Spotify.
No.
Shout Out to the Void.
No, respect.
Go listen and tell me. Okay.
No, I'm just saying, you guys, it's hard enough keeping up with all the hours they put in on YouTube. I can't even get into.
No. I'm not saying I'm listening to them. I just go check.
Okay.
I do like, because someone, I think it was D. Darrell, had a really good question before he decided to change his focus of his channel. He said, what's going on with the Shout Out to the Void podcast? And I was like, let me go on over here. So I went over there, typed it in. And I was like, oh, they don't have a lot of episodes. And then I went to Black Lounge Entertainment channel, and I'm like, I don't see nothing about no Shout Out to the Void. I think I even went to that one time to Breaking the Culture Songs. Like, I don't see no Shout Out to the Void. I'm like, I thought y'all was supposed to be okay, all right. I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Y'all don't want to hear me speak no more about this. Okay, figure it out for yourself.
I wanted to say something else that ran across my mind is when Breaking the Culture came in on official Kingpin's channel. How
Ah,
you rem-
Lord.
you remember it Color Purple when before the king would come they would
What is it with the color purple thing?
not the Color Purple Coming to America. You remember they would drop flowers or whatever when they would come in when the king would come through and
Yeah.
he would
Yeah.
that's how ASS when she came in, she threw up like about $50 on the band or whatever before Breaking the Culture went up. Like,
You're
what
right.
is up with those two? It's like they like locked at the hip. They could
This is
they
the
tr-
thing. This is the
They're
thing. This is
conjoined
the
twins.
thing. The
yeah.
enemy of my enemy is my friend.
That's the name of the
AS
other.
didn't have enough people to come after me when I finally said, "Hey, I don't like how you're treating other people."
Uh,
Because there were people who were over there who were
uh,
like, "Hey, I like let me see your transcript."
uh-huh.
And I actually agree with her what she's saying. So there wasn't enough
Uh-huh.
people that she could turn against me. So she had to go back to the black church sector and
Uh,
find people who did. So
uh,
she found Conscious TV, who got interviewed by Rev G of all people. Then she got made friends with Knockout Media and Breaking the Culture of Silence.
well
Bitcoin.
you got
Bitcoin,
a
I'm sorry, Bitcoin.
yeah that renaming was funny. That was funny.
Bitcoin and
Let me treat
Kumquat.
you have a
Bitcoin.
big fan over there. You have a really good big fan over there with her.
Definitely do. Like
Yeah, it's not a fan, it's a
I'm being facetious.
I know. I'm just saying,
you got a good stalker on that side for real.
She
Like
but
I
love
can
you.
it's
believe it.
just sad because it's like
She
y'all
dropping
know the stuff that I had
fifties.
to deal with
I need to.
sister, and now I'm experiencing the same thing again with this one. This was just more educated, and even though I report the videos where definitely doxing me, it's like not all of them get taken down.
Mm,
Mm.
So,
mm.
but
Well,
ironically, now that YouTube has taken away the ability to hide your subscribers, I have more subscribers there.
oh wow. Wow.
That is hilarious. But then she's always trying to claim like, "Oh, I don't do this for money. I'm not monetized." That don't mean anything.
Mm.
They don't make you better because you're not monetized. You
Yep.
can be. From
That's,
as far as I'm concerned, you're just missing out on money.
shoot, I'm trying to get
Every little
monetized in
money
Bitcoin.
works. Hell,
Right? So every corner.
right.
Well guys, it's been a long night, it's been a long day. I'm pretty sure you guys wanna get
Yes.
to it. Well Kim, you 2 hours behind me. You in the
No,
south.
I'm 1 hour behind you.
Well, you're 1 hour behind me. You're in the south, so you're just like right on the time. I'm in the first. You're like at the same time as me, 10:17 over here. So,
Okay.
yes, this has been a delightful show. It's been a pleasure. Shout outs to Let Me See a Transcript. I'm Human First. You guys, it's gonna be
Thank
on
you
the
for
replay
having
again.
me.
Make sure and like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to Let Me See a Transcript. And I Am Human First. Make sure you hit both of their notification bells as let you know the next time they're gonna be live or drop content, which is always interesting to
I have
watch.
one question for you.
What's up?
When Saturday are you posting?
Okay, so I was about to get to that anyway. So
Okay.
Saturday nights is always going to be every other Saturday now
Okay.
until like I get everything down pat because of course let me see not let me see a transcript. Miss Furlow was stating that my microphone system was having a problem. Although I rerun that clip and I didn't see any problems with the microphone system. So, we're just gonna get everything fine tuned down in the studio and then we can move forward with everything that I got that's coming very soon. Right now I have two potential artists, up and coming artists, one R&B artist and one artist that's in Guyana, a gospel artist that's like
Oh,
the biggest guy. Yeah, he's one of the biggest, like one of them actually, one of the biggest gospel artists in Guyana right now. His name is Renwick Dewsbury. So
Mhm.
I'm trying to set up a scheduled time to really get everything rolling, the promo and stuff like that, and get that, content on the show. And even with the next artist, she's an up and coming R&B artist. Her name is Alexis Rose. You could actually go to YouTube right now. She has a couple of tracks on YouTube. Yeah, that's ALEXUS
Why do I
ROX.
feel like I've heard of her?
Yeah. So
Okay.
she's on iTunes. She's on YouTube as well. Her songs are dope. That was actually a childhood friend of mine that I grew up with. Like we were kind of like best.
Okay, cool.
So she's doing her thing. She was actually on BT Soul at one point. She's doing performances at this point, so she's on tour from time to time. And at this point, we're just trying to triangulate the scheduling because we've been, we could reconnected on Instagram, which is crazy. Instagram is a great thing because it enables you to be able to reconnect with the people that you was disconnected with for quite a while. So
yeah,
we were able to reconnect, and now she's actually agreed to come on the show. It's just the timing, the schedule, and getting everything done and recorded, and getting it on the platform. It's going to be a very interesting dynamic because interviewed because of her upcoming. She had very humble beginnings, and I wanted to highlight her because she was a very vital part of my life at that point in time as teenagers. She used to look out for me, I used to look out for her, and so you're gonna hear all of that right here on the respective angle.
Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool.
So I'm working on a few things, but it's just taking the time out between running my business and getting the content and
yes, it is.
Yep.
Very,
I'm
very
always
hard.
trying to figure out how some people doing 2, 3, 4 lives. I'm like, man, I work at a full-time job, part-time
I'm
job.
telling you. I mean, my personal
I got a
opinion on
dog.
people
I
that
can't
could
even
do that.
imagine having kids or a spouse too.
What? I got all of
trying to
that.
do
I got
this.
all of that. So I have all of that. Plus, over in Atlanta, we own property, so it's like it's a lot.
Oh wow.
We have to make sure that we gotta pay attention to before we think about coming on YouTube and content creating. That's like secondary.
Right.
Main thing is business. The business that we run, the family that we're trying to raise, the cars that we have, the buses that I have to pay insurances for.
Right.
Multiple vehicles. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main
gas
part.
for it.
Yeah, what? Gas, insurance, everything. Everything is expensive. So, that's the main part. Like running the business, and we just started a clothing line last week. Yeah. So now we're in process of actually word on my last, not, I think that was the last video that I did. I had the hat on and the sweater, and my wife.
Do you have a link where you can buy it?
Yes, the store is going to be launched not this Friday. I believe it's either next Thursday or Friday. We're going to launch the store because we're doing a little bit of fine tuning on Teespring. That's where the store is going to be, on teespring.com. But we also have the respective angles merch and stuff like that that's ready to distribute at any time. We have cups, coffee mugs, hoodies, sweaters. We got a whole bunch of stuff on the online store. Like, I'll take a snapshot and send it over to you, Kim, so that way you can see it. But we just didn't relaunch it. We had it launched last year, but it's due to the way how everything was going. We was just ahead of our times at that time, so we was just really overthinking things and really just doing stuff that's creative. So we're just now getting it back into sync where we're branding the show. I'm actually trying to get the show to a certain standpoint where we can actually do merch and stuff like that. So everything that we're doing right now for the part of the respective angle merch, we just have that hidden away, but it's always available if need be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
I have a little store, Teespring. I probably should promote it more, but I have like mugs, tote bags, cell phone cases. So that's all I got.
Right. So that's just what it is. So we got the A brand, and that's the AJ Elite brand.
AJ Elite brand. Okay.
I think I have a picture we can put up. I could put up a picture of it right now, so that way you guys can see exactly what it looks like. And that is the main brand that we're actually putting out right now. That where is it? There it is. Uploading. So this is like the Live with Excellence. This is the Live with Excellence brand right here. This is the Live with Excellence,
Oh.
right? So
Uh-huh.
this is inspired by the company that we actually run, which is AJ Elite. And you know, I have had a very rough beginning, to be honest with you. Like coming from Trinidad as an immigrant at 6 years old, you know, trying to adapt to the American way of life, it was very difficult. And you know,
please say where you're from.
Huh? I'm from Trinidad and Tobago.
You are not Jamaican.
I am not Jamaican, although the dreads may fool you, but I am not Jamaican. I'm Trinidadian all the way. Born, not raised, just raised in Brooklyn, but definitely born in Trinidad, the beautiful republic, twin island of Trinidad and Tobago. If anybody that's listening,
I had a classmate from Trinidad and Tobago.
Right. So
high school.
This is the very first of its kind. There is going to be more sayings to that goes to the logo. This is just the very first one, because our logo, our motto for AJ Elite is Drive with Excellence.
Oh, so, like it.
Now, for the public, it's going to be, instead of the AJ Elite Corp, it's going to be the AJ Elite brand by itself, aside from the corporation. So now we're just going to be selling the AJ Elite merchandise. And everything is going to have a saying that's going to be meaningful to the person that buys it. So this one is the Live with Excellence edition. The next one is Live with Hope, Live with Faith. I ain't giving out everything, but
I like that. Live with hope, live with faith. I like that.
You get the point. You know.
Yes.
What? It's okay. It's not stealable. It's not takeable, because it is copyrighted. So for those of you who are watching right now, that's seeing the logo and like the wings, don't try to take the wings, because this ain't Red Bull. It ain't gonna give you wings. You're gonna fly yourself into a nice lawsuit. Don't do it.
Like the Tasha.
I'm saying you're gonna get Tasha Cade for sure. No, it's not gonna be a Tasha Cade, because it's not gonna be a defamation case, but still it's gonna be a copyright issue. So just let you know. This is the AJ Elite brand, and actually the car decals have been selling ever since I posted it on Facebook the other day. So these decals are $20 a piece, because these decals are very expensive. They're reflective chrome. That surrounding that says AJ Elite, they're reflective chrome. So that printing alone is very expensive. So at that juncture, I had no choice but to put the price at $20 for that decal right there. And the sweaters go for the sweaters are $40 for the regular sweaters, but the other one, that's the Elite sweater, it's $65. It's the reason why it's $65, because it comes totally custom. Everything is going to be on the store. I'm going to be actually putting up everything on my community posts from time to time when all the images come out. And you'll be able to purchase them. They'll be shipped to you. We don't do no scams around here. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for no lawsuits. But yet still, this is what we do. And, we're just trying to, bring hope to everybody. Right. Respectfully, Yeah. Put a word in somebody's life and inspire and encourage people just based on the brand. And the wings alone just has its own meaning alone by itself, aside from the words. The wings is the wings of hope. That's what the wings are about.
The wings of hope.
Exactly. So, it's the wings of hope, and live with excellence, live with whatever the meaning means to you. And that's just what it is. So if it's live with hope, or live with freedom, or live with love, or live with respect, whichever saying means that much to you, you purchase that, and you let that hold sentimental values to you.
So tell me this, and before you go, you said your upbringing was difficult. Do you have any videos on your page that you discuss this in depth, or is that something that we can expect from you?
Well, that is definitely an interview that you can definitely expect, which is going to be hosted by none other than Mrs. Respective Angle, which is the name that was given by none other than, let me see a transcript.
Oh.
Changed her name. She definitely changed her name, so that's the name that she was going with. So she is going to be the one that's going to be interviewing me.
Okay. Well, I'll be
my upcoming.
Oh, cool. I'll be looking out for that.
Yeah, so it's a lot of different interviews that we're gonna start to, highlight and stuff like that. And of course, this is the Respective Angle Mobile Show. I am the host. AJ is live, and of course, you got to know who I am and what I do, where I come from, what my background is. We just didn't have the time to do that because we didn't really push the show the way how we're doing it right now.
Mhm.
Like now we're really serious. Like before we was whatever, but now I'm actually serious and adamant about doing it. I actually spent a lot of money into the equipment that I have right now,
Mhm.
and now I got to make some profit. So subscribe, definitely subscribe, guys.
Like, share,
I
subscribe.
ain't asking for them cash apps yet, but I'm just saying that whole entire equipment in the studio is expensive.
I'm telling you.
A Shure mic with
just-
the Rodecaster Pro. It wasn't the Rodecaster regular. That was the Pro. That was $1,600.
You made me think of one thing, and then we can get up out here. I was gonna say you could do a knockout meeting and go on Conscious TV, and he could get you. We could get you that mic now. But did y'all notice? I think he
did it a second time.
I knew.
You see, I don't have my bomb. I'm not in the studio right now. I don't have my bombs right now. I'm feeling naked.
Who got it? Who got it? You said you got it.
No. Someone else said that they saw it.
I saw it too.
But I think he since deleted or privated that video because he needed help with rent.
Oh wow!
I'm doing it. I knew I saw that thing that morning. It was like,
wow,
not this Monday. It was the other Monday.
In the Omar Johnson section said, "Oh, did you see? He they had a second fundraiser for him." I said, "Second."
Yeah,
I didn't know we was doing fundraisers on YouTube. Well, I know we was doing fundraisers on YouTube, but I didn't know to that extent to help people pay their rent and stuff. That's different.
Okay, but before he needed transportation, right?
Oh my God.
He needed his car, his motorcycle was down. But let me see your transcript. I saw a little bit of it, and some girl, I think it was his ex-girlfriend, came up there and she was like getting in on him about something. So I thought that's why he ended up taking it down. But maybe CTV was just made to come up and come down after that, so we wouldn't roast him a second time. Like,
wait, is that the girlfriend he said he had and he was doing the videos with?
Yeah, I think it was her. I was trying because whoever it was, she knew him.
He was in some. He was when I was checking over there.
Well, thank you for confirming.
I saw a video where he was out with looked like his girlfriend and someone else.
Okay.
That ain't no good.
I got so much videos I gotta make. Okay, guys.
Oh, I just gave you too many ideas for today, huh?
Yes.
But guys, I'm about to get up out of here. As I said again, everyone that's going to be watching on the replay, even the ones that's left on the live right now. I know we were long, but it was an unexpected conversation which needs to be had because it was very interesting. It makes for good content here at the Respective Angle Mobile Show. And of course, the wonderful, let me see a transcript. Any last words?
Like, share, subscribe.
I'm Human First.
Nothing. Thanks for the time.
Anything we got to expect coming forward, because we know you be coming with the sporadic videos. I'd be like, yo, what is going on with I Am Human First, yo? Like, I'm not seeing nothing right now, man. You gotta go live, man.
I can't do the live thing. Like, yes, this is a challenge for me. I can do the pre-recorded, but I can't do the live. But I'm gonna try to put out more content. Try to just do more stuff and be consistent with it, because that helps. But yes, more to come.
All right, no problem.
Okay,
Kim, we gonna talk because we gotta push this channel. I'm gonna see what I could do. I ain't got that much pull on my side because I can't really try to push your channel. Your channel good money, but yeah. We try to do something different here at the Respective Angle Mobile, and we're going to be consistent with it. So, of course, we're going to have you, Kim, on the panel. I Am Human First. You're welcome to join as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? But we're trying to do something 100% totally different. So, I'm Human First.
Just I got stalkers. They ain't like to come over.
Well,
more audience.
Maybe they'll drop some money.
We got
Like,
time for the bring the
Super
stalkers. They're gonna drop
Yeah.
like $50 in my super chat. That's gonna be the first time in my life I ever seen that. But you know, bring them on. Bring them on. Let them know you're gonna be right here on the Respective Angle Mobile Show. And respectfully we'll usher them right out as soon as they're done with their super chats. But at the end of the day, yes, the doors of the church is definitely open. You're welcome to come, drop a donation, drop your tithes and offerings. And if you're disrespectful with it after you're dropping your tithes and offering, we will drop you right off the live stream. It's just that simple. We keep it respectful here at the Respective Angle Mobile. That's the reason why I dropped a video, to keep it respectful. So at the end of the day, you give us the respect, you give back the respect. It's just that simple.
Exactly.
Right.
So, as I said, guys, we will be live. I don't know. I probably might come live Friday, tomorrow, or something. Depends on what.
I might too. I'm actually off tomorrow. I got a couple errands to do.
Well, I'm off my damn self. So if you live, Kim, I'll be on your panel if you need me to drop some more things. Or if
you drop by too, I Am Human first.
Right.
So what's that?
And I said you two drop by I Am Human first.
Yeah. I definitely will.
All right, guys. So that's one thing I Am Human first. You gotta give me your Gmail or put your Facebook in the private chat so that way, because I already have Kim on my Facebook, so she already knows who I am. Like, she knows my govy, all that. I gotta watch myself with Kim. She probably might Tasha K me like the way Tasha K did Larry. But we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into that conversation. That's gonna be for the next time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But just drop it in. Oh, you did it already. So, guys, until next time. As I always say, everyone in TRA Nation, because that's who you guys are going to be. I'm already calling them in the future. TRA Nation, have a great night.
Thanks.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Let you know next time I'm live or drop content. I might pop up tomorrow. Who knows? Or Kim says she's going to be live, so I'll just be on Kim's live. Head on over to let me see a transcript where you're going to see me there. All right, guys. So good night, guys. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.